What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Now, we need to make an apology or really have a long, hard look at ourselves here because...
I've got a great story, by the way, so don't go too long with your apology.
No, I was just going to... Does your story involve farts? Because we've had dual fart stories and we've been told... Even though, Em, you listened to both podcasts over the weekend on your bushwalk.
Yeah, I was on the drive.
On the drive, yeah.
I just listened to all the intros because I never really listened. I was like, funny. Funny,
So
I like
cute.
that one.
So, we just want to apologise for anything you may have heard, and we're going to look to improve ourselves one podcast at a time.
Yeah.
All yours, James.
I mean, there will still be fart jokes. There'll be stories of people shitting themselves,
Yes, of
me
course.
included. I've done it.
Yeah.
We've all done it. But
Well, let's go into it now.
No. This one isn't about that.
No, it's not.
I've got a great story.
Great.
So, but again, I can't say that we will never do fart jokes or those types of stories because they happen.
They do.
Right?
They're real.
They are.
Farting's healthy.
It is.
It is healthy.
Better out than in. Anyway.
Anyway, you're going to hear a great story. I don't want to give too much away, but Nath had a bit of an accident, an incident.
A big one.
A what'd you call it? Misidentification.
Yeah, it's
Mistaken identity.
Yeah.
No, it absolutely was a case of mistaken identity that I took way too far.
And got into a car that he shouldn't have, but you're going to hear that in the pod. But Nath, you know the story. I'll tell you a story, Em, of young Jim. Get to know me a little better.
Oh, I love young Jim.
But where I grew up in Gundawindi, border of Queensland, New South Wales,
Yeah.
there's a big highway that's out of town. So a lot of trucks head through that way to go, down south from Brisbane, New South Wales, or Sydney down to Melbourne. And there's a Macca's outside of our town and a huge BP.
Yep.
And we actually have the largest roundabout in the Southern Hemisphere.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's massive.
Okay.
That's our thing.
That's so cool.
And admittingly, when you get your driver's license, you do cut a few laps around it.
Couple manies.
Just keep going.
Couple manies.
Anyway, so the Macca's is out of town, so it's not. You can go through this highway and this giant roundabout for trucks. Essentially, go to Macca's, refuel, and keep going. You'll never enter the CBD of Gundawindi, and it is quite small.
Would we call it the CBD?
I am.
The Central Business
It's
District.
just the centre of town.
Yeah, we don't even have any lights.
Yeah.
We used to, but they got rid of them. But we would go, me and my mates when we were younger, we'd ride our BMX bikes out of town to go to Macca's. It was the only fast food. It was the only real chain franchise we had at the time. And it was quite a popular thing for a lot of kids to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of you guys are probably the same. A lot of schools would drive down south to go to Canberra. They do the Canberra trip.
Of course,
Or they go to Snow.
You do
Snow.
Jindabyne and
Yeah.
Questacon. Yeah.
So one time, me and three of my mates, Brody and Will and Jonathan, one of them went to jail, and anyway, that's not.
Well, the others were the members of the Jubes, the famous, famous Gundawindi band.
They were a member of the band I was in.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're out there.
Shout out the Jubes.
This double-decker bus pulls up, which I get the school wrong, but it was like All Hallows or somewhere. It was an all-girls school from Brisbane.
Right.
And
Fancy school? Fancy?
Yeah, private,
fancy. Yeah.
private, all-girls school.
So wait, are you at Macca's at this point or are you in Canberra?
No, we're at Macca's.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we would ride out to Macca's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our push bikes to get some, Macca's for lunch.
And the double-decker bus pulls up and it's all this girl
And
school.
all these girls get out. And you got to imagine, Em, I have 30 people in my grade. I've had the same girls my entire life.
Dude, all
And you
these hotties walking off the double-decker
Well, some of them weren't even hot,
bus.
but they're just new. So,
Yeah.
love a bit of strange.
Yeah.
Of course.
So we start, and performing, and me especially, like I'm doing bits, I'm flirting, because they're the same age. I would have been about 15, 16. They're around the same age.
Yeah.
They're all going to the snow.
Yeah.
They're like, we've got the
so
school
they're on
bus.
tour.
They're
Yeah.
on tour. They're heading down to the Canberras, do the snow and all that.
Girls gone wild.
And I sneak onto the bus. I get onto the bus and I hide up. I'm going to come with you guys to the snow. I didn't really think things too far ahead then. I don't do that now either. So I walk upstairs on the bus and I hide like in the back, like in the seats, I think, near where the toilet is. There's a toilet in the back corner.
Okay.
Anyway, so then all the girls get back on the bus and the bus takes off, gets back on the highway.
So wait, the girls knew or
Yeah.
Okay,
I was like, I'm
good.
going to jump on the bus. They're like, you won't. Oh, you're so silly.
Watch me.
I was like, watch me. So now the bus is back at the highway. We've crossed the border of Queensland, New South Wales.
You're now in
I'm
another
a different
state.
state.
Oh my God.
And so now I'm just like, so I kind of get out of my hidey hole. I start doing bits. I'm high-fiving people. I'm doing impressions. And then the teachers are on the bottom level. It's a double-decker bus. And they come up. And I can't tell you how freaked out they were that there is just a boy
Random
in like
teenager.
civvies. Just on there. They're like freaking out. Anyway, so then they pull the bus over. We just got over into New South Wales.
Yeah.
We're not that far from Gundy. We're probably about, 15, 20-minute drive.
Okay.
And they were like adamant they're like, you're going to wait, who's your parent? Like, I'm going to call someone. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
And then I kid you not, I was like, oh my God, what is that over there? And they all looked right, and I just...
out of the bus.
Did you run back to your push bike at Macca's?
I ran for as far as I could, and then shout out to my three mates who realised I'd probably be in a bit of trouble, probably would have got kicked off at some point. They had grabbed my bike and they had started riding it down the highway.
Good on them.
Good pals.
I mean, you could have had a nice trip to Canberra, though. You know,
If I kept my mouth shut, I probably could have got there.
Yeah.
Dating the Dark, we're about to do it. Now, a lot of messages last week, especially after Friday's episode, we had a lot of DMs from people going, where are they now? Have they had extra dates?
Yes.
We're working on that. Behind the scenes, we're going to give you an update on every couple.
yeah.
That was Pete and Sophia last week.
Correct.
Yes.
Pete and Sophia. People are very curious because there was a lot of
There was sexual tension.
sexual
So the
tension,
machine,
chemistry.
15 out of 10 in a bedroom, he rated himself.
So that will. You got to keep listening to today, to the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma. We will give you an update at some point. But as I mentioned, it is a new week and there are new couples, and I'd love for you to meet our new two singles.
Let's meet this week's strangers for Dating in the Dark.
My name's Nalina Trand. I am 27 years young and I'm a media and documentary film producer.
Hi, my name's Tim. I'm 32. I'm a graphic designer.
Hey Tim, give us a fun fact about yourself.
I've been learning Spanish for the past 10 years, on and off.
You and Nath would get along like a house on fire. Hola! So, what are these two looking for in a partner?
What am I looking for in a partner? There are about 37 traits. They're all non-negotiable. Queen's going to know their standards.
Oh, Jesus, you're not going to read them all out, right?
The most important to me
Oh, thank you.
are success-driven, ambitious, family-orientated, great banter, have a witty, tasteful sense of humour, and a fully developed prefrontal cortex.
What I look for in a partner is a sense of playfulness, silliness, someone who's a bit alternative, someone who's into fitness. Also, creativity is very important to me. And, isn't afraid to talk shit and hang out.
But what about the looks?
I love a good beard, just how it feels in places.
Note to self, buy more beard oil.
Curly hair, athletic.
And smell good. Smell good, please. Please.
So let's find out what the red flags are.
It would be someone who's rude to staff.
I'm going to skip the obvious. Like, if you're a city ranger, if you are, rude to the waiter,
Someone who's weird about me having close female friends.
talk too much about crypto or Forex or anything that wasn't asked for. There is actually a downloadable PDF file that me and my girls put together to make sure the women in our circle will thrive and find the man of your dream.
Damn! Now that's what I call organised. So, how are Nalina and Tim feeling about today?
Well, can you believe I'm nervous? I'm very nervous.
I'm excited about today. I've been single for 6 years and I've been on the dating apps for all that time, and it has worn me down.
Make eye contact with me the whole time. Don't wander around. Your attention should be here. I'm just going to walk out just how I walk in, like Vietnamese coffee, bold, sweet, and hard to forget.
Please welcome Nalina and Tim to Dating in the Dark.
Nathan, we're about to play a little tease of Dating in the Dark.
Yep.
Now, Nath, you said before this, because you've seen all this, you know what happened.
We've seen it. We were there. We were there for the date. We can see it.
And what did it made you feel icky? What was it?
Visceral feel like there's parts of this date that make you like. I almost had to walk away at one point.
I don't want to give too much because we're going to play a tease.
Yeah.
Speaking of walking away, there is a moment in the date where they both have to. We have to pause the date.
We had to stop the date for the first time ever in Dating in the Dark history. We had to stop the date.
I was very nervous when that happened.
Yeah,
I was like, where is this gonna go?
We had to, because it wasn't our call. It was we've got our phenomenal producing team, and they're monitoring everything on screens and all that kind of stuff. And they had to stop it.
It was their call.
And we were confused. We're like, what's happening?
Yeah. Again, I don't want to give too much away because we got a week of this, or maybe we don't. Maybe this is the one where it doesn't make Friday.
Maybe it ends tomorrow.
But we're going to play a little tease for tomorrow's ep, where our new singles they start the date.
Next time on Dating in the Dark.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good.
Our strangers begin their date with the lights off.
How much do you want to know? I'll give you everything.
But all is not what it seems.
Producers are getting involved here.
Why are they
They're stopping it. They're stopping the date.
For the first time ever, the date will be stopped and our strangers separated.
I would just love a little bit more edge.
yeah.
banter a little bit. Because this sounds like a dinner date.
Will it end before it's even started?
Are we stopping this?
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Swifties think that Taylor Swift dropped Easter eggs in the New Heights potty about playing the Super Bowl halftime show in Feb next year. Jimmy, did you hear about this?
Do you reckon I don't reckon she'd do that, would she?
Oh, mate.
Does she need to do it?
Well, you don't get
it's
paid.
free.
You don't get paid.
You don't get paid.
It's for the glory.
Yeah, so this is where, but like, I could see her doing it because, I mean, the new album will be out for a while then. But then I'm like, but you'd use it to plug, like maybe, like a lot of artists use it to plug music or going on a tour or something,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, but then you got to put into the fact that it's her partner, right? Travis Kelce. Many believe this is his final season.
Yeah.
Right,
This,
okay.
like, people said last year he signed a 1-year contract extension. Again, it's a big if to get to a Super Bowl. But imagine if your boyfriend, fiance, was in the Super Bowl, wouldn't you want to play at it?
Yeah, do the halftime performance. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So she talks a lot about how she's really into making sourdough at the moment on the podcast. You'd notice that. And bear in mind, the Super Bowl is at Levi's Stadium in San Fran. All right. San Fran's mascot is Sourdough Sam. And she mentioned numerology.
What a mascot.
I know.
Some terrible mascots overseas, but we'll play them.
She mentioned numerology, specifically the number 47 and 47,000. The city of Santa Clara, which is where the San Francisco 49ers are based, was her 47th stop on the Eras Tour. And Levi's even replaced their logo on a jean pocket with the sparkly orange rectangle to celebrate the life of a showgirl, which is her latest album. So they didn't deny it. It kind of sounds like it could be heading towards the Super Bowl next year.
I'm just watching all the numbers and plus signs sit above your head as you unpack all these Easter
I
eggs.
am Alan from The Hangover right now. And finally, Lewis Capaldi says that Justin Bieber ghosted him. He got invited to a party that his mate was going to. Bieber was there. They ended up having this really nice chat. They swapped numbers. But then things didn't pan out the way that Lewis would have liked them to. Have a listen.
Just wanted to jump on, bro, and say, I just wanted to jump on, bro. Last night was so special. Great guy, so nice to hang out with you. Such a dude, blah, blah, all this stuff. He likes it and doesn't reply to me. So if you're out there, Bieber, wherever you are, you need text me back, please.
I'd much rather hang out with Capaldi than Bieber.
But he liked it and then never replied. That is so rude, especially when he said you should hit me up.
I feel like I see him doing that.
But you're a big liker. You're a liker of
I love
messages.
liking, yeah.
No, but
I
he
love
texts
liking.
back, though.
Yeah, I
like
like
he'll
it.
react
Yeah,
and
he texts and likes. No, that's true.
I do, I do too much. I have to... Jim, you guys know I am an idiot. I am an idiot.
say that.
No, let's just call an ace here and a spade. Jim, you know this. I am one of the great idiots.
They say it takes one to know one, and is one of the great idiots. I can confirm you are an idiot.
You are an idiot.
But together,
Our powers combined,
We're
we
super
are,
idiots.
We're even dumber. We are even dumber.
we've made a career out of it.
Let me explain why I'm an idiot this time. Another thing that we can add to the list of stupid things that Nath has done. And Jim, you know this story because I had to tell you. The moment it happened, I had to tell him. And let me tell you, it ruined a gym class. It ruined a gym class when I did tell
It
you.
was like last Friday. You told me you kept it from you kept it from
Yeah.
the team. None of the producers. No one knows this except the gym instructors.
Yeah.
People at the gym know,
Yes,
but no one else.
it ruined a whole gym session. So
everyone in the class was affected by something dumb that you did.
yes, this is very stupid.
I want to defend you. I didn't ruin anyone's gym class. I think they were like, wow, what a great story. There were people in tears laughing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened was, for a little bit of context, Jimmy and I, we go to the same gym. Condition, shout out to the people at Condition.
Yep.
It's like one of those classes where you get instructed and you kind of go through the motions, like a HIIT class, right?
Yeah.
And the gym is right near where I live. So it's about 80 metres from my house. And Jim, to get there, he parks on my street. A lot of the time, don't you? You park on my street.
Yeah, so there's no
Yeah.
parking at the gym. So there's like behind the gym, there's a couple of side streets.
Yes.
One of them is where Nath lives. Sometimes they park. Just it's where the parks are available. Sometimes it's right at the front of it.
So for this
Sometimes it's not.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a street or two over.
For this particular session, I was running late and I knew Jimmy was going to meet me at the gym, right? So as I walked out of my house, I see Jimmy driving down my street. And I go, oh, perfect. How good is this? His black Corolla's coming down. I'm like, okay, but we're running late, so I kind of need to hurry up and find a car park.
Yeah.
So as he's driving me down, I know it's definitely his car because it's a black Corolla, which he drives,
Yep.
and the number plate was pretty much exactly the same, well,
Yep.
from what I remembered, right?
Yep.
And as he drives past, the guy in the car is wearing a hat and glasses.
Yep.
Jimmy, the two features that you remember him by, hat and glasses. I see that, hat and glasses.
If I was looking out for my car,
Yeah.
I'd look for black Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
Ding. I'd look for a guy in hat and glasses.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So it's Jimmy. It's Jimmy. I know that for sure.
I
right?
park on the street sometimes for the gym. We're about to go to the gym together.
Yeah.
So the car drives past, and I'm like, and he's kind of meandering around because I can see a car park. So I'm like, and I'm standing in the road, being like being a bit of a dickhead, waving around, being like, "Hurry up, bro! Get in the car park!
Yeah.
Get in the car park!" Like, it's not going any faster. Anyway, the car finally parks, and I'm waiting. I'm like, "Come on, mate! Let the class start in a minute." I'm like, "Hurry the hell up!"
Oh, you're
and
very
I'm
stressed.
because we're gonna miss the start of the class.
Your
hates-
veins are like popping out
I
of your
know,
neck while you
so
tell
I'm
the
like,
story.
hates
It's
being
very
late.
Hurry up!
I hate being late.
So I start whacking on the bonnet. He's not moving. I'm like, what are you doing? Right. So then I call him. I call him in his car because he must be doing something. I call him and go, didn't answer. So I'm like, screw this.
Because I was at the gym. So
Nath.
when Nath was calling me, I was at the gym
You were already there.
listening to my gym instructor tell me what we'll be doing today. And I thought, why is Nath calling me? I'm at the gym. I'm just going to hang up on him. So Nath's calling me repeatedly, and I'm going, hang up,
And I'm
hang
like,
up.
so rude.
This is rude. Why would I answer the phone at the gym?
You're going to see him in a second
Yeah,
anyway.
and there's
Now-
people around me.
You're doing
Someone's
the class?
talking. It would
Now,
have been rude.
I want you
Yeah.
to know, Em, that this fact was still unbeknownst to me.
Okay.
So I didn't know that.
But
So
you were sure that it was
And I'm-
Jimmy in that car.
And I'm starting to get a bit angry now because he's clearly taking the piss.
and now I'm hanging up on him.
And
I'm
sometimes-
so
sitting-
you think it's a bit then?
Sometimes we do bits just to annoy each other, and this one
Okay.
really got me. I'm like, he's doing this on purpose, right? So I stopped whacking the bonnet, and I charge up to the side of the car, open the passenger side door, get in.
Stop it.
And I go, hurry up, you dickhead, we're late! Only to look up at the 50-year-old Asian man
Oh my God.
with the hat and glasses.
Nate! Oh my God, that poor guy.
Who
Did he
looks-
have a heart
who
attack?
looks right at me and he goes, who are you? What are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm so sorry. I get out, slam the door, sprint
Oh
up
my
to
God.
the gym. But it gets even. So I sprint up to the gym, get up inside. Jimmy's in there going, what's happened? And then I get angry at him. I got angry at him because had he answered the phone, I would have realised
Yeah.
it wasn't him in the car.
Yeah, it's all Jimmy's fault as usual.
it's my fault. Nate opened a random man's door and abused him, and then didn't say sorry, didn't apologise,
I was
shut the door,
mortified.
and
Because
ran
now
away.
my heart
And the
rate-
man
I
would
can
have-
see your neck is
My,
red.
guys, my
Your
heart rate's
face.
at 130. When I got in there,
Now this is telling the story.
Yeah.
It was at
He's there.
2:30 when you got in the car.
He's there again.
my heart rate it's pumping again. When I got in there, it's like I'd already done the gym session. I'm freaking out. These poor.
And the guy would have been. He's like a middle-aged, this Asian man.
Yeah.
he wouldn't. I know you said, what are you doing? Get out.
Yeah, but
the car.
aggressively, like I was robbing him.
because we
Yeah.
do yell at each other, but it's just me and him.
But he would have thought he was getting carjacked,
Yeah.
bro.
Getting robbed.
Yes.
Getting robbed.
No, he
Poor
ran out
man.
the door, and all the guy would have heard was.
But even worse is I'm wearing my black gym gear and a hoodie because it's cold. I had the hood on too.
Oh, no. Wow.
And you recently started carrying a knife around.
A knife and a crowbar.
That poor man.
131060. When did you get in the wrong car? Right? When did you get in the wrong car? Maybe you got in a car that you thought was your Uber. Maybe somebody's got in your car before. I've had somebody get in my car before accidentally.
Well,
They yell
those
at you and
older
scream at you?
models, they didn't used to change. Someone told me this ages ago. The keys were pretty much would fit into
Generic,
every other.
yeah.
But yeah, so you could
Correct.
open the door of someone else's Commodore, for
Yeah.
example. And that's not yours.
But even if somebody was driving, a car was put up, you thought it was your Uber. You know what I mean? Did somebody think you were an Uber?
I'll just say, even though this bloke had a hat and glasses, he was an old Asian man. Like,
Yes.
he did not look like me at all. What part of this has old Asian?
Do you want me to answer that?
You get me and Emma confused.
Kate from Carringbar South. Hello, Kate.
Morning, how are we this morning?
We're good, Kate, although my heart rate's still a little high from this,
Your
this poor
heart rate?
man.
What about him?
Yeah, that poor man. Let's not focus on him. Let's focus on me, God.
It's about me, guys.
Did you get in the wrong car?
No, well, it was someone getting into my car, actually.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, so as a young mum, I can just remember there was one of those times I couldn't get my bub to sleep. So obviously you jump in the car and take them for a nice long drive.
Go for a drive, yeah.
And until they finally get to sleep. And then I decided to pull over and, just have a bit of quiet mum time.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, this person opens the back door where my child was.
Oh,
and tries to jump in, realizes there's a child there, and closes the door.
Oh, dude.
And of course, the baby wakes up. And, you know, it was not, let's just say neither of us were very happy.
Yeah, he's not
Did they think you were an Uber or something? Okay.
I think they were, because they were actually, you could see them like looking down the streets, looking for a car. So,
Kate, in the moment though, were you like, oh my God, someone's trying to steal my child?
I was actually so shocked that I just looked at them that I didn't even say anything. It's like,
I mean,
I just gave them the death stare, I think.
If it started crying, you probably wanted him to take it, really.
Get it out.
Put it in your Uber, do a few laps and come back.
Christine from Rungaribby. Hi, Christine.
Hi, how you going?
Good. Did someone get in the wrong car?
Yes, so when I was about 8 years old, my sister was 10 years old, we were at the drive-ins with my parents, and we've gone into the toilets, and on the way back, like, we're having a big talk, we got into the car, and we're still, like, laughing and talking, and then these people were looking behind us going, you know, what are you doing right now? And we're like, what? And we're like, oh my God, in the wrong car. And
hang on, at the drive-in cinemas,
you got in someone else's car.
You were sitting in someone else's car.
Yeah.
Well, how long were you in there?
How old were you?
I was 8. My sister was 10. We were probably in the car for a couple of minutes because we were like talking, and then we didn't realise until the people looked behind them and they're
a couple of minutes. But also talking. I would have turned around and go, look, if you're going to sit in this car, shut the hell up. The movie's on.
I don't mind if you sit there. Just please be quiet.
I don't know who you are, but shut up. Anna from Hunters Hill. Hi, Anna.
Hello.
Hi. Did you get in the wrong car?
I did. It was pouring rain last week, and it only happened to me, a few days ago. And I had my umbrella, and I was rushing to the car, and you don't have to use your remote control, so I quickly opened the door, and it was a white car, but my car was behind, and so I opened the door, and this guy was there, and I just looked at him, and he looked at me. We just yelled at each other.
What are you doing in the car?
So sorry.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.